Hello, PeopleNet. It is I, Unnamed BT, here with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Profile. Whoa! So today, guys, we have the Praime deck. Whoa! A highly anticipated deck from the most recent set, where the has a very unique theme to it. Praime is a deck of all light monsters, but with different types. Some of them do have similar types, but it is primarily just a mix. So the main theme of the deck is effectively tribute summoning. The way it tribute summons is you can tribute summon using one or multiple monsters. If you tribute summon with one, then their attack gets reduced, but they still have a similar effect. Another main feature of the deck, it is a fusion deck with the effect of a super polymerization, meaning that can fuse from either side of the field, which is pretty good. So a quick summary of how the deck will function, the main purpose of everything. Transamu Prime Nova and Rainac are going to be your two main cards for the deck. That being tribute summon 3 for Nova, get large number of high attack points, swing for a lot of damage, or fuse into full armor Nova, which is effectively a stronger version. It counts up the types from both graveyards. If it hits to 10, then it just gains 3000 attack, can't be destroyed by card effects. That part, you don't have to worry about too much because you can actually play through quite a lot. With that, you do have your regular tech cards, which are going to be getting back majority of your cards. Praime Bandijo effectively adds back Rainac or adds back Praime Call, similar to Dian Keto, which only adds back Praime Call. Which Praime Call is a card that gets back any monster from your grave to your hand, as long as they're all light and grave. Then you can add a fusion, but you cannot activate the effect of monsters except Praime Dwarf. So the continuous effect of monsters, like your fusion monsters, those will always still be applied no matter what. But you can only use the effect of Dwarf. Continuous effects are still online. So I'll get into a bit on why that would be fine. Your other cards are going to be Tractiger. A lot of people are kind of passing by this, but this is going to be the main way you're going to get piercing. Your opponent constantly sets up monsters. You can normal summon those with one tribute, put on Armor Nova or Full Armor Nova and a piercing effect, and that's it. Praime Claw Girl is going to be one of your main fusion materials for super polymerization, because what it is the most generic one being Praime Claw Girl and a light attribute monster. So if you're facing against a light deck, you can easily get back Claw Girl, use the effect of Dwarf, Fusion Summon. So as said, Dwarf is the main win condition of the deck. Send a monster on the field, usually itself, and then you can Fusion Summon by shuffling 3 monsters of different types from your grave into the deck. That's why it's very important to have multiple types in this deck. So the main concept is turning opponent's monsters into light monsters and then fusion summoning. Another thing you can do with it is do a super poly sort of esque strategy where you play multiple monsters of different decks in which you can fusion summon with both materials that need to be light. So of course you got all of your regular techs and all that, dragon wing based. Luminous Parrot is very much a personal choice of this. It is a free light wing beast that changes the monster to light. You don't have to play this, but some people are playing it. Of course, already went over Praime Call. Then, your usual regular staples. One of the newer cards, which is Abysskite Ray Monochrome. A very good thing to note is that you can shuffle light and dark monsters from either graveyard. So if your opponent attacks, you can use any number of monsters from your opponent's grave and your grave, which is pretty good. So the fusions, of course, Full Armor Nova, pretty much a big beat stick. Praime Cat is pretty good. It gives all level 7 or higher monsters 200 attack and can't be destroyed by opponent's card effects. And in the mirror match, you do want to focus on trying to get out Pierce Giant as soon as you can, because when you control a Pierce Giant, your opponent can't fuse with your monsters on their turn, which is pretty good because imagine, yes, a light versus light deck where both of them are super poly and both of you guys are playing each other's materials. This is definitely the main card to get out as soon as you can. Another in the side deck, I did put in additional options for anyone that wants to do something a little bit different, different strategies. Of course, Deity, the 7 treasures, and Ship of 7 treasures are very viable if you want to focus more on the level 7 monsters, which is primarily going to be Cat Claw Girl in itself. It's still very much a viable strategy. Also includes Tractiger. Another thing you can use is you can play Resolve instead of the Legend Strike engine, mill 3, and then you can special summon monsters, which is usually going to be Bandijo, Armor Nova, or Dian Keto. So guys, that is the Praime deck. I hope y'all find it interesting, and I hope y'all will enjoy the video.